how is it that dementia residents and dementia units can do complex crosswords, but they can't remember what they had for lunch? It's because they don't use their declining present memory and their declining mental function to do crosswords. They're using another pathway altogether. And we know about this pathway, and we use this pathway from time to time with examinations, education and study. But otherwise, we tend to work through our mental functioning, which is declining with dementia residents, so they can't use that way of thinking. So that's why school teachers and university lecturers do well in dementia units, because they transfer this intellectual way of thinking through their intellect from their work to their hobbies, such as quizzes and crosswords. And it goes hand in hand very well with being able to occupy themselves and have an interest and still a cognition going for themselves once they are in a dementia unit. Because with the declining memory, of course, present memory's gone. Now, that's why the people need to be in a dementia unit, because present memory's gone. But if it's explained to the person that in this unit where they're at, all their cares are done, cooking's done, washing's done, cleaning, everything's looked after, and they haven't got that concern or responsibility for having to do that, the cares compensate for their present memory loss, then they can just be free of that and relax from that when they understand that, and then focus just on their past memory and their intellectual functioning. Now, it's much easier for a school teacher, for example, to click into this intellectual functioning because they've been using their intellect with teaching lifelong, first thing. Second thing is that they're used to being in a classroom, which is what activity workshops are all about. They're used to thinking and learning and teaching and engaging and communicating, all of which the activities around quizzes and crosswords and word games, it's education. It's just like at school for them. So they're very relaxed about it. And that actually helps a lot because it inspires the other dementia residents who haven't been educators, who haven't been in classrooms, to look and see and observe the benefits that school teachers are getting, you know, and other like-minded educators, university lecturers, people that have done PhDs, doctors, nurses, people that have used their cognition and thinking in a structured way can click into this work a lot more easily. But teachers in particular, because the whole process of thinking and learning and teaching they're familiar with and they enjoy, and because they've transferred that in their, you know, personal life with quizzes and crosswords, which many school teachers do, by the way, especially university lecturers, for example, that have been specialising in history or geography. They're fabulous at these crosswords. So when other dementia residents can see that these other people are thinking and learning and engaging and discussing, that gives a motivation for them to make the effort to do similar. Now, the other benefit, of course, is that with teachers in particular, they're used to training children in the classroom. So for the assertive, confident school teachers, what they do is they just transfer that same skill to the other dementia residents and encourage them, just like they would in the classroom. You know, like, come, reading is good for you, and listen to the teacher and take note and focus and concentrate. And, you know, it's good if you can learn the names. It's good if you can try and make an effort. You know, they're very vocal. And it does encourage the other dementia residents seeing not just the teacher or activities coordinator at the front of the workshop, training, teaching, educating, but their own colleagues, the people they're living with, doing the same. That has an even greater imprint on their psychology, so to speak. So in this way, this thinking through the intellect, this intellectual engagement, is essential. It's essential for dementia residents because they've got a fading mind, a failing memory, no present memory, poor past memory. Well, they might have a good past memory, some of them, but certainly not a good present memory. So they need to work through the intellect to be able to think, understand and reason. And they do that. The teachers actually almost train themselves to do it, actually. Some of the really astute, confident, assertive school teachers come in communicating, doing quizzes, doing crosswords, and just diverting around their present memory problem. They've learned how to do that themselves, but the other dementia residents need help with that. So I've written about these topics in the 2 books, The Resident's Voice and The Resident's Rise, both from a dementia unit, and on Amazon and my website, description below. So thank you for your looks and your likes, and please subscribe.